You've got questions?
We've got answers.
Tune in Tuesdays at 12 on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, where we will be hosting a variety of community experts that will answer your questions.
Hi everyone, it's Jillian. Please join me Tuesday where we're going to be talking tips and tricks to update your makeup for the home holiday season this year. You know, it always lags a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, like we got a 20
Here we are. Here
Awesome.
we are. I'm going to turn off my
Fantastic.
sound.
Yeah, turn off your sound because it's Tip Tuesday Beauty Show, everybody out there. Woo woo! And Jill's at home and I'm at home and you're at home. So let's get some holiday beauty on because it's Michelle and Jillian, and welcome to Tip Tuesday. Today we are feeling festive and we wanted to help survivors and fighters feel a little brighter with some holiday makeup tips and beauty from our beauty guru, the sexy survivor, Jillian. But before I start, first, Jillian, are you out there?
I'm Jingle Jill. I see you put my name on the bottom as Jingle Jill.
Yeah, you're Jingle Jill and I'm Michelle. Okay.
Adorable. Okay, I love it.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I also wanted to share with everybody that, hold on a minute, before we get into that, I have to find it, that we have a page on our website which is dedicated to beauty and to Jillian. I'm going to pull that up so I can share it with everybody out there right now. Here we go. There it is. And this is where you would find under beauty and breast cancer, Jill's page. And this is where you would find her recommended products, her audio and video from our last session. So this will live there as a SoundCloud that you can listen to it at your convenience, or you can see it and watch it on YouTube. And then all of the products that Jill specifically has mentioned that you might want to dive deeper in and check out. And then also there we have our outreach resources, which has news and events. And we just put out our December Spirit newsletter.
Love this.
Which has our upcoming shows and all little tips from Jillian, from our sexy survivors. So if anybody out there wants to be part of this newsletter and if you're not on our mailing list, please reach out to us and get on our mailing list. And I also wanted to mention, if I enlarge this, right here it says jump in bed with beautiful self after dark. We're going to have a special night show, if you know what I mean, coming up on December 29th. So tune in for details to follow there.
Love that. Jump in bed with us.
Jump in bed with us. I'm talking pajamas and BYO, okay? So, but before we get to that,
BYOB or B?
I don't drink beer.
No, I don't either.
So bring your own, whatever your own is. Okay.
Love it.
Okay. So before we get started, I would like to say, in tradition, let's ask Jillian. Mwah. So Jillian, since we're all home, and we're all home for the holidays this year, and I hope you are all home and nice and safe and secure, and we're not going out to holiday parties, and we are wearing masks, how can we doll up for holiday and also get that spirit flowing?
Well, I think number one, it's very important that you do that because I think being home, a lot of us are like, do I bother? Like, should I bother getting dolled up or get sparkly? But as survivors and fighters and even support systems that are home, you know, having just holidays is about a little extra. That's all it is. It's about being just a little bit extra, putting on a little sparkle. So what I wanted to do today is kind of walk you through a very simple, easy holiday look that wasn't over the top, but would make you feel good, you know, because really it's going to be all about the eyes and focusing into this area. So yes, I want you to add a little bit of shimmer or sparkle or shine, you know, for this holiday, even if you are at home. It's important for your psyche. It's important to how you feel. So having said that.
Absolutely. I mean, just the difference between putting on a little sparkly top.
Exactly.
You get happy.
Exactly.
So what are we going to put on our sparkly faces?
Exactly. And you know what? I was kind of going back and forth on different looks and decided that I wanted to do something really clean and more shine. Oh, and I do want to say, by the way, anything I use, because I think we forgot to mention that, from the Sexiest Beauty, she is offering do you have it there, Michelle? It's a 25% code. So if you shop the Sexiest Beauty,
Okay.
Heather, if you're in there, please drop that code in there. I believe I put it on that piece of paper, Michelle, if you have it. Is it?
It's Fave 25. Fave 25. So FAVE 25, and you get 25% off your purchase.
Yeah, and Sexiest Beauty is amazing, by the way. She's a huge supporter of Beautiful Self. I do want to say, look at her rose balm. We live in that. Also, if you're wearing a lip with a mask, which you know you are, I'm sure, look at her liquid lips. This is Nudie Cutie. It doesn't move. Anyone that's used it, please jump in and you can attest to that. So having said that, I just wanted to remind everybody, because you know what? Heather's extending her Cyber Monday, and that's really cool. All right, so I want to get into it. I have to take my glasses off, which means I don't see anything. So good luck to see what's going on. So what I want to do is really show you how to get a bit of shine and shimmer and focus it all up here. So first thing I want to do is really clean up this under eye area. That's really important because, again, here is going to be covered. So this is Charlotte Tilbury. I love this. Tilbury, sorry. And what I always do with this, and this comes on a sponge. It is a liquid highlighter, and I'm going to put it here. It's really easy to work with. I'm going to put it here. And it just gives this beautiful amount of glow to the skin without being over the top. So I have my magnifying mirror over here. So please excuse me. So just put a little here and a little here, and then we're going to blend it in.
So what are you putting on right now, Jill?
It is the Charlotte Tilbury. It's her face illuminator.
Okay, illuminating foundation.
It's not a foundation. Actually, it's just an illuminator. Hold on. It is called, this is light medium, and it's called Flawless Filter. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Isn't it beautiful? See the glow it gives the skin, but it's easy to work with and it's not over the top. Next thing you want to do is you really have to watch your under eyes. And if you want your eyes to pop, you have to make sure that there's no under eye circle underneath. And for purpose of timing, I already did a little foundation under the eye, but now what I want to do is go back in and really kind of blow it out. That's what I call blow it out, really make it strong. Because again, we're kind of really focusing here. This is Laura Geller Real Deal. It is full coverage foundation. So if you struggle with dark circles or any kind of darkness, this is an amazing concealer. I'm going to do one side. You just do a very little bit. And I'm using a brush, but you can also use your fingertips. And what this is going to do is it's really going to pop everything before we get to any color. And already look at the difference.
Huge difference. I could have used that today.
I know. But all of us can use a good concealer. So
okay.
A tiny little bit. And I don't know about you, Michelle, but I know I was talking about this earlier. My allergies, it's ridiculous right now. I'm waking up with headaches. I'm waking up puffy. And my circles.
When the weather changes. Yeah, when the weather changes, or maybe when we eat a little too much sugar, we wake up with a little puffy.
I have been eating I've been eating a lot of sugar. I've been complaining to you. So, okay. So right away, look at the difference. We get a little bit of glow. We kind of blow out that under eye. Please excuse me. As you know, just said my allergies. I'm getting a little runny nose. Okay. Then I want to move to the eyes. And, I go through things very quick. I was never a makeup artist that was like, I'm going to spend an hour on doing this and doing that. I've never been that way. I've worked with, some of the best makeup artists in the world. I was with Bobbi Brown for 10 years, Laura Geller, all, really amazing makeup artists. And we always say the same thing. If you're spending tons of time on your makeup, you don't need to. It's just, we always say makeup artists who do that are for show. And if you're doing it at home, doing it the wrong way. Just keep it simple. Even if you're doing cut creases or blending, keep it easy, keep it simple. You don't need 7 colors. You probably could get away with 1 or even 2. So the next look I want to show you, this is from Laura Geller. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if she makes it anymore, but just get a liquid. Stila makes. I mean, there's so many brands that make kind of a cream liquid eyeshadow. And this is a little bit of a gray pearl. I just put a dot on there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
So I'm going to use a little tiny bit of this gray pearl. My eyelids are already primed. To save time, I did that. Just take a little bit of the gray pearl. This might even be enough for both sides. And I'm going to go on the lid. I'm using actually a concealer brush on the lid.
Beautiful.
Isn't this pretty color?
Yeah.
Can you see
It's
that?
a beautiful color. Yeah, huge.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just a
absolutely.
beautiful, soft kind of oyster gray. Again, any liquid eyeshadow will do. And if you have a sateen or shimmer eyeshadow that's a powder at home, try a little corner of it with water. Don't wet the whole thing to see if you can turn it into a cream. That usually works. And I'm going to do the other side. So just across the lid.
So I would assume it's easier to use a brush with this kind of material, with a liquid, right?
With a liquid, I like to use a brush. I think you have more control over it. And this is just a regular concealer brush because it's concealer brush has more stiffness to it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks wet. It looks shiny.
Looks shiny, and you could keep going with it. And we love it. Now, I will say, if you're someone that wants to do a shimmer, like a real hardcore glitter shimmer, I kind of debated back and forth. I just want to show you, this is the NYX Rollerball. They're so inexpensive, and they are just like, they're death by shimmer. They're just amazing. But I wanted to keep it more real and more kind of elegant and sophisticated. So you do just that little bit of that liquid shine on the eye. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gray lavender eyeliner. It's going to be soft. I know everyone's used to me doing black, and I will do black, but this is more about icy and wintry, that type of feel rather than dark and heavy. This is Purple Rain. This is an old Laura Geller color, and it's a beautiful, it's a lavender purple. So this is where you can have a little fun. I don't have any black eyeliner on yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this liner and I'm going to line the top, and I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to come back and show you. It's a really soft, pretty purple. Then I'm going to go underneath and just do a little bit of a smudge. Can you see that purple?
Yes, I could totally see it.
You can see it? Okay, I'm going to do the other side. You're just going to go across the top. Look, I'm telling you, I can't see a thing without my glasses, and that's how easy this is, right across the top. You want it to be a little bit messy. We don't want this whole thing to be perfect. Okay, so we're going to do that little bit of a purple. Okay, I have a couple of surprises on what I'm going to do with this coming up. Then I'm going to go back in. I know, something I never really do, but I'm excited to show you. Then what I want to do is I'm going to take a white. Okay, I've had this for years and years. I never use it. It's literally a $5 Wet n Wild kit. One of those kits that you're like, oh, damn, okay, I'll never wear these. And then you're like, I need that red. So there is a white in here. And what I want to do is I'm just going to take, it's a matte white, because I want to do a mix of a matte and a shine shadow. I don't want the whole thing to be shine. I just want a mix of it. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the white under the brow. And then I want to carry it down towards the nose, because that's going to really kind of pop the whole look. And my goal here is to make the eyes look really nice and bright, really big and bright. There we go. So see, with the white, it kind of just gives it that little bit of a stand.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So you want to use a matte, and I can take any questions. If anybody has any questions on color or what they want to do. And we're going to add a little more white, see, up in there, and then you drag it into here. See?
Gorgeous.
Nice and simple. Isn't it pretty? Now,
your eyes are getting bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter.
Isn't it really cool? So next I'm going to take a black, and I'm going to do, I love Christopher Buckle's felt tip pen. Clinique makes a great felt tip pen. You can use a gel. Gels are always great too. And I'm just going to line the top. That's it for this. We're going to go right across the top. Now, if you want to create something that has a little bit of more of a kind of cat eye to the top, I would say start halfway out and then go back in and fill it in rather than going all the way in here. And also as we get older, when you get close to that lash line, what happens is you start to see the little wrinkles. So it drags, everything drags. It's not as smooth as it was once. So what we can do, and excuse me, again, my nose is running. So what we can do for that is you're just going to gently do this. That's it. Gentle. You know, I see people do this. It's gentle.
It helps with the cat eye.
Really does. So we're going to just take this a little bit, and I'm going to go from halfway. I want to show you halfway out to the corner, and that's it. I don't want this. We're not going crazy. We're going to keep this really pretty and elegant. Then you go back and then go back from the corner and connect it. It just makes it easier.
Fantastic, Jill. We do have a question from Mary Ann as far as what eyeliner and eyeshadow you use.
That I have on? So Mary Ann, the one I have on is an old Laura Geller. I don't know if they make it anymore. It was her Cool Lids, but any liquid eyeshadow will do. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is the ink gel pencil. This is Purple Rain. It's a beautiful purple color. And then right now, I'm using a felt tip. I recommend two that I use all the time. This is Clinique or Christopher Buckle. Either one is beautiful. So I did this little cat eye across the top. And notice I'm not doing a cut crease. I think it can be very dated when people start doing that heavy cut crease. It looks very young and Instagrammy when we want to have this really elegant with just a bit of a sheen to the eye. So we're going to go back and do the other eye. Sorry, I'm turning to my light. Halfway and then back in. And just to the outside, that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna let that dry for a second. We're not gonna do false eyelashes, but what I always recommend is a curler. And I think we tend to curl our lashes like Bambi. Sometimes we're like, ugh, with the eyelash curler. And that's not what we want. We want lashes that sweep this way. We don't want lashes that are like Bambi that do this. So what I want you to do is gently, just kind of squeeze it from not the root, just kind of like the midsection, just a little bit, just to give it that little bit of lift. And do the other side, just that little bit of lift. Now, before I go to mascara, I am going to take, and this is something I never do, but I happen to love the way it looks when you have this kind of sheen on the eye and this kind of plum gray. I'm going to take an NYX powder blue eye pencil. I'm going to line the inside of the eye. I am not a fan of white. I think white looks zombie-ish. It can look really stark. It's definitely just a look. I don't mind flesh tones. I think they're okay if you want to kind of open up the eye a little bit. But something about blue, you know, blue is one of the hottest colors for winter right now. I've seen gorgeous blue shadow, blue liner, blue mascara, like this kind of monochromatic blue is really hot and really, really beautiful. I also, again, go back to let's keep it very elegant. So I'm going to take this powder blue and I'm really excited to show you because it makes a huge difference once we put it all together. So I'm going to take the blue for my baby boomers and my Gen Xers. Remember the lighter in the bathroom and you had to like soften out your pencil? Flashback. In high school, I'd be like, I hope the fire alarm doesn't go off.
Just the pencil alone makes me go flashback.
It does, especially the blue. It's a matte light blue. Here we go.
Gotcha. Now, which product are you using, Jill?
This is NYX.
Uh-huh.
I like NYX. They're really affordable. Powder blue.
Okay.
Can you see the powder blue?
You just popped.
Look at the difference. And I know the lighting in here is a little off, but I apologize. So now I'm to the other side.
Fantastic.
Now, the reason this is going to look good is because, there we go. How's that?
Oh, wow.
You see that?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But now what we have to do is we have to go back in and we have to really mascara. because if you just leave that blue line, it's going to look a little crazy. So we have to put something dark up against it. You never want to just leave a line like that.
Gotcha.
Go a little in. Oh, my nails, I'm looking at, I have no nails. You know, next week, by the way, Michelle, while I'm doing this, you know, I'm excited because we're going to have Kara in talking about hair tips and tricks for survivors and fighters. And we're going to have a nail expert in talking about holiday nails. I'm really excited about that.
So all at home that you can do yourself, right?
All at home that you can do yourself.
Fantastic.
This is a Clinique mascara. This is Clinique. I think it's their glossy mascara. I like a clean mascara. I don't like anything chunky. I'm going to do one eye really clean. I'm going to grab from the root, and you definitely want to go bottom strong. This year they're showing a lot of like even fake lashes on the bottom, but I think that that's really hard to do at home. Yeah. So if you have the time, great. I was never a bottom lash fake like fan. I always struggled with that.
Well, we tried even for this show to dabble into the magnetic lashes, and they're really hard to put on.
I have not found a pair of magnetic that I love. I actually
Anybody out there knows of any?
Yeah, that they love. Okay, look at the bottom.
Yeah.
See that already? And we're going to do the top. And always grab from the root. That's so important. Get the root, go all the way down. Hit the root so it connects to your eyeliner, and then sweep it out. Sweep it out.
Gorgeous. And you can really see the curl from this angle that the eyelash curler gave you.
Can you see
that? Yeah.
Awesome, Michelle. Yeah. So I can't see what's happening. So I hope you guys can see what's happening. All right, perfect. We're going to let that dry. I'm going to do the other side. And again, I think icy is beautiful for winter. I think an icy makeup, even though I'm such a fan of the super, super smoky eye, I happen to absolutely adore an icy look. And I will say with an icy look, I'm going to talk about lip too. With an icy look, you can do one of two things. You can either do, this is Nudie Cutie from Sexiest Beauty. You can either do a straight kind of matching nude and nude, or you could do a really strong lip with this because the iciness on the eyes allows it to always look sophisticated. It never looks over the top.
Right. We do have a question about a little tips on eyebrows, since yours look fabulous, and that is from Loredana McKee.
Is it just how I did my brows?
Yeah, I know you came with your eyebrows all ready to go.
I did.
Do you have any tips on eyebrows for this look?
Yes. Well, you know what? You want to keep your eye. If you notice, for those of you that know me, I kept my eyebrows really strong for this look. I'll let that dry before I go back in and fix any little things. Yes. So I am a huge fan of two things. Number one is a very microfine eyebrow pencil. So I have two on today. I have e.l.f. and I have NYX. And I mix two together because my eyebrow, Lord knows no one knows what color my hair is. I don't even know what color my hair is at this point in time, but my eyebrows are black. They're still black from when I was younger. They're just really tiny now. So what I do to blend that together is I take a micro pencil from e.l.f. in black, and then I take a taupe from NYX. And I line it out in the black, and I line the tail and everything in the black. But then I go back in and fill up the front with a lighter color with a taupe. And then I always use a gel to set the whole thing. I actually use, the gel is ash brown. It's just a kind of a neutral brown color because you don't want anything red. If your brows are black, you want to stay away from brunettes and things like that because they turn red. So keep things ashy, keep them very, very neutral, that's important too. And honestly, with brows, you have to just practice. There's no magic bullet, but I always say start from kind of this halfway out center, build up, start from underneath, build up, do the top. And then my wing, I don't really have a wing. My brow stops here, but I look at pictures and I say, well, you know what? This is where my arch was. And you can almost see it in the bone of my eye. So that's where you kind of lift a little, where your natural arch would be. So do micro pencils, try mixing a soft color with a deeper color, and then gel the heck out of them. And then the other thing is, listen, don't kill yourself over thick, heavy eyebrows if you don't have them. Michelle and I have known each other for like 30 years, right? We knew each other in the 80s when we both had like massive eyebrows. And then the 90s when I plucked all hers out. Michelle, these all have to go. Yeah, these all have to go. And then
Never came back.
Yeah, never, no, they don't come back after 10 years of plucking. You know, people say I shaved them, they didn't come back. I'm like, they'll come back if you shave them once, twice, 3 times. If you spend a year killing them, they're not going to come back. So do it to your face shape. I don't have a boy brow anymore, so there's no sense in. I just want to do a fuller version of what mine once was. So hope that helps.
Fantastic.
Now that that's dry, I'm just going to go back in and clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to take the purple pencil. I'm going to go back in because I'm all about leaving things a little bit smoky. I don't like anything too perfect. You've heard me say that before. I like things that are a little bit kind of a little smudgy. I think it's actually really, really pretty when makeup has that little bit of a more smudge look to it. Then what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of this is Christopher Buckle. I couldn't say it. Warming powder. I love this. It's not really it's technically a bronzer, but it's not deep like a bronzer, and it is more matte. So it gives you lift without being heavy. So I just put a little of this just to kind of lift. I'm going over that glow. Not concentrating too much there. You can always add more shimmer. You can always add more concealer, whatever you like. Then on the lip, I really overdrew my lip, and I went with, it is an NYX eyeliner color called Taupe. Tried to get it yesterday and it was sold out. So it's a good one because it's very, very kind of a grayish color. So I use that. And then this is Nudie Cutie. This is from the Sexiest Beauty. This is just 1 or 2, layers, and then you let it dry and it doesn't move. Like, I mean, it doesn't move. So if you want another color that you can do is there's 2. There's Warrior Red. Any purchase of Warrior Red, Beautiful Self always gets $10, which we're so grateful to the Sexiest Beauty for. And this is Queendom. If you want to do something a little more fun, I cannot say enough about magenta. Like, I love a gorgeous magenta. That's Queendom. How gorgeous is that? Just it'll take on a different tone. It'll take on a different tone. So really, if you have people over, if you're going out and you have to put your mask on, which I'm going to put on now, the beauty of this is that everything comes through here. It's all about the eyes.
Yeah. There it is.
So it still says holiday, even though, you feel like you're a little more covered up, but there are times when you're going to take that mask off. So this lip is going to stay on and your skin still kind of has a bronze look to it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Sexiest Beauty. Those lip glosses, they don't move. So you can wear them for eating, for drinking, for mask wearing, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. Yeah, I was like, oh crap, I can't get this off.
And kissing.
Yeah, really, really, that's it. So use a black eyeliner and then mix it with a color. Use a sheen just across the lid, like something a little more sateen. I'm going to get close on that. And use a little white or use a little something light to lift and sculpt and bring it in this way. Do a little something that gives your skin a more filtered look. Definitely pile on the mascara as long as it's not spidery and it's very clean. And then don't be afraid to line the inside of the eye with like a lighter blue or a fleshy tone to kind of really pop the eyes.
Fantastic. That's such great advice, Jill. And what we're going to try to do is a lot of the things and products that Jill mentioned is bundle them up into like a holiday makeup bag and put it on the website and also mention it here. So this way you can access any of the products that she mentioned and enjoy them and duplicate Jill's look.
I love the peachy. Does everybody like?
I know, I'm going to try.
I like the peach. Does everybody like this kind of peachy tone with the sheen? I just think it's really pretty, and it's it's still smoky, but it's a different version of smoky on the eye.
Yeah, and your eyes are illuminating right now. So they look wet. They look wet. I know they're dry, but they look wet and shimmery, and that's what we want for the holiday.
I love that. And you can I have eye gloss and things like that, but that can be difficult for a lot of women to work with a straight eye gloss because it is wet by nature. It's like putting Vaseline on the lid. So it kind of has a vibe without being practical. So look for a liquid eyeshadow. Like I said, Stila. I don't know if Laura Geller still makes them. All you have to do is pop in. I'm sure Sephora or Ulta makes, sheen, metallic liquid eyeshadows. I know Elf does. I know NYX does. I mean, I'm sure everybody does at this point in time. It's just you have to pick a color that you like.
And I love the fact that you go to the, CVS, Walgreens, the local place, just to browse as well.
I'm a big high-end, low-end girl. I'm that way with my clothes. I'm that way with my makeup. I put the money where it needs to go. So if my thing is, I don't know, skincare, like I'll spend on skincare, or I'll spend on a foundation or things like that, or like a lipstick that stays on all day. But you can fill in those things that you're never gonna, like, you're only gonna wear once in a while with things that aren't expensive. It's like having, 20 fun $5 t-shirts, it's you can throw those little things. Like this $5 palette has gotten me so much fun because that's what it's for. I'm never gonna wear it every day. So I wouldn't invest $150 into it if it's not an everyday.
That screams stocking stuffer too. It's just fun stuff.
Totally.
Fun stuff. Well, Jill, thank you so much, my friend, my beauty, my sexy survivor, my beauty authority. You really gave us a lot of knowledge. It is going to be on our website. It's definitely in the stream of this post. Looking forward to next week for hair and nails to do at home. And everybody out there, please definitely check out what we have coming up because we have a lot of good stuff in store. Absolutely.
Yeah, hair, nails. And by the way, we're going to ask you some things next week. I didn't know if you know that. We want to ask you how to take a fabulous holiday picture.
Oh, okay. So everybody out there, get those shoulders ready. And all of our tribe, we remember.
Michelle.
Okay. All right, ladies, please stay strong. Stay positive. You are
beautiful.